Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya Daktari William Samoei Ruto, Amiri Jeshi Mkuu wa vikosi vyote vya ulinzi nchini Kenya. Karibu Mheshimiwa Rais. Kwa kufuzu kwa kwanza kabisa kwa maafisa wa ngazi ya ngao, kitengo cha machifu na manaibu wa machifu.
Nam, ni baada ya parade commander kuagiza ruksa ya kuweza kumutembeza Inspector General Bwana Isaac Alima.
Kwa kawaida basi mgeni wa heshima anapofika kikundi cha tatu, Mheshimiwa Rais chini ya uongozi wake Benson Musomi. Collins Ejakait akiongoza kikundi nambari 4. Naye vile Ali Hassan akifunga kwenye gwaride la vikundi hivi vya quick time, kikundi nambari 5. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais, nitakuomba uchukue nafasi. Basi baada ya onyesho hilo fupi la slow march na quick time kupita mbele ya jukwaa lako Mheshimiwa Rais, vikundi hivi vitaweza kurudi mahala walipoweza kuanzia, kisha wakaweze kujumuika na wenzao, kisha baadaye tusubiri ni yapi yatakayojiri.
Mbele yao Mheshimiwa Rais ni Parade Commander Superintendent of Police ambaye pia ni Director Basic Training katika chuo hiki Bwana Abraham Kemboi, anafuatwa kwa umaridadi na Parade Adjutant ambaye ni mkufunzi wa somo la sheria katika chuo hiki Chief Inspector Samuel Otieno, akifuatwa nyuma kwa umaridadi na Parade RSM ambaye si mwingine bali ni Senior Sergeant Humphrey Etiang.
Vile vile Mheshimiwa Rais, kikundi cha kwanza kikiongozwa naye Odeke Francis, kikundi cha machifu na manaibu wa chifu wakipita kwa mwendo wa aste aste. Lugha ya kimombo ikijulikana kama slow march. Kikundi cha pili Mheshimiwa Rais kikiongozwa naye William Wande.
Nani atingika gari?
Mbele yao Mheshimiwa Rais ni Parade Commander Superintendent of Police ambaye pia ni Director Basic Training katika chuo hiki, Bwana Abraham Kemboi. Anafuatwa kwa umaridadi na Parade Adjutant ambaye ni mkufunzi wa somo la sheria katika chuo hiki, Chief Inspector Samuel Otieno, akifuatwa nyuma kwa umaridadi na Parade RSM ambaye si mwingine bali ni Senior Sergeant Humphrey Etiang.
Vile vile Mheshimiwa Rais, kikundi cha kwanza kikiongozwa naye Odeke Francis, kikundi cha machifu na manaibu wa chifu wakipita kwa mwendo wa aste aste. Lugha ya kimombo ikijulikana kama slow march. Kikundi cha pili Mheshimiwa Rais kikiongozwa naye William Wande. Kikundi cha tatu kwa utaratibu kikiongozwa naye Alice Ndugu.
Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na Amiri Jeshi Mkuu wa vikosi vyetu vya ulinzi, Waziri wa usalama wa ndani na utawala wa nchi,
nyanja mbalimbali. Aliweza kufaulu vizuri kabisa Mheshimiwa Rais katika somo. Huyu aliweza kuwabwaga wenzake wote Mheshimiwa Rais.
Analetwa naye Parade RSM, Senior Sergeant Bwana Humphrey Etiang. Number 27469452, Unit 10. Number 2019041069. Number 2024032758.
Kitaria aliweza kufuzu vizuri kabisa katika somo la historia. Anadaka historia yote ya taifa hili kuhusu machifu na manaibu wao tangu walipoanza kuteuliwa enzi za ukoloni.
Number 2245276.
Na michezo wanavyotambulika wana Rift Valley kwa sababu ya shughuli hiyo. Heko kwake kwa sababu hakutuangusha kama wana Rift Valley. Pongezi Kipkeo.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais, tumefika mwisho wa tuzo hizo muhimu.
The stability of our country, the success of our economic transformation is directly tied to the work you do every single day. Your service enables farmers to produce and transport goods safely, traders to conduct business free from extortion and disruption, youth to pursue opportunities peacefully, infrastructure projects to proceed without interference, and communities to maintain confidence in public institutions. I must single out chiefs and their assistants for supporting the Ministry of Agriculture. When I came into office, we had only 300,000 registered farmers. But in a record 3 weeks, chiefs and assistants across Kenya raised that number to above 5 million. And they did it free of charge. I want to say congratulations to the chiefs. Now the Ministry of Agriculture has documented farmers, whether they are coffee, tea, wheat, maize, sugarcane, and all other farmers. They are now in the process of documenting all our livestock farmers to make sure that agriculture is driven on the basis of data that is accurate, and that we can design public policy and carry out public support to all sectors on the basis of accurate information. The national government administration officers, particularly chiefs and assistant chiefs, stand at the center of this transformation. You are the bridge between the state and the public in the remotest parts of Kenya, in every village, the first responders when crisis strikes, and the daily visible face of government to millions of Kenyans across our nation. I have received, as the Minister has said, the Jukwaa la Usalama report, a document that captures the reality of millions of Kenyans in matters of security, governance, and community well-being. It reflects the concerns and equally the aspirations of our people, insights from local leaders and citizens, and clear recommendations to strengthen service delivery, public order, and public security. I commend the team at Interior, led by the Minister, for steering the Jukwaa la Usalama consultations across the 47 counties, and for ensuring that the voice of the citizens remains firmly at the heart of policy formulation. We are confronted with community-level conflicts requiring swift intervention, sporadic criminal activities driven by socioeconomic pressures, emerging threats shaped by technology and evolving criminal tactics, localized tensions over resources, boundaries, and competition, and humanitarian challenges such as drought, displacement, and natural hazards that strain communities. These realities demand proactive leadership, accurate intelligence, coordinated action, and a professional administration that works hand in hand with citizens as partners. The Jukwaa la Usalama forums were genuine public engagements, and their recommendations must and will be translated into concrete action. I must also commend you for what you are doing on matters education. We have agreed that no child, irrespective of the family they come from, should be left behind in matters education. It is the responsibility of every chief and assistant to make sure that no child in your locality is left behind or remains without going to school. I am very happy with the reports that I am getting on what chiefs and their assistants are doing and what the whole national government administration officers are doing. Our housing agenda seeks to stimulate employment and provide dignified living conditions. Ongoing programs include affordable housing projects in urban and peri-urban areas, upgrading of roads, electricity connectivity, water provision, modern markets, public facilities linked to housing projects, and job creation opportunities for young people. When we say, for example, for all public infrastructure constructions, it is your responsibility to ensure that young people from that particular locality become beneficiaries. They become part of the development of whatever infrastructure that is going on in whatever locality. We are rolling out a big market infrastructure program around Kenya. It is also your responsibility to work with the county governments to make sure that accurate identification of beneficiaries is undertaken, because these are public resources that have been used to develop this infrastructure. You are expected to enhance public awareness, counter misinformation, mobilize uptake and protect public land, and support orderly implementation of all government projects. When I entrusted the responsibility of managing the interior docket to CS Murkomen, and he asked me what were my expectations of this sector, I asked him to go and listen to the people at the grassroots, to go and engage chiefs, their assistants, the Nyumba Kumi people, and citizens. I am very happy of the outcome of that engagement, because it truly reflects a bottom-up approach to security, and it gives us the needed information that will guide our formulation of the undertaking of security operations, governance interventions, and policy coordination in government. I must commend chiefs and their assistants and the Nyumba Kumi people below you for supporting the registration of SHA, making sure that every citizen is registered. The work you are doing records every day 30,000 Kenyans register on SHA. Today we have 27.8 million people registered. Most of that effort has been undertaken by leaders at the grassroots, community health promoters, chiefs, their assistants, and people at that level. Tumekubaliana ya kwamba sisi ni nchi ambayo tunafuata sheria. Wale ambao wanatumia vijana kama wahuni, watu ambao wanatumika kulete fujo, kupiganisha wananchi, kulete maafa, hawa ni watu ambao hatuwezi kukubali. Na nishamueleza Inspector General wetu wa polisi kwamba watu hawa wote lazima wachukuliwe hatua kali za kisheria, ndio tukomeshe uhuni na mambo ambayo yanaharibu usalama katika taifa letu la Kenya. Ningependa pia kusema maneno pia ya gender-based violence. We must be a society that is sensitive to all of us. Women are our mothers, they are our sisters, they are our wives, they are our daughters, and we must protect them. Your role is to ensure households are informed, to support community health workers in outreach programs. Our ambition is to nurture a globally competitive generation of young people. Ongoing initiatives are expanding school infrastructure and basic education, implementing new university funding model, ensuring 100% transition from primary to secondary and from secondary to tertiary institutions, while expanding technical and vocational training and improving on school feeding program and safety net programs. You are required to support enrollment, retention, school safety, and mobilization for education programs. For you to execute this responsibility effectively, you must continuously educate yourself on government programs, ensuring that you articulate them accurately and confidently. Agriculture remains the anchor of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda and the foundation of our economic renewal. Key achievements and ongoing initiatives include the registration of over 7.1 million farmers now for the fertilizer subsidy program and other policy interventions required by government. Expansion of farmer support initiatives to increase productivity and to reduce the cost of production. Strengthening value chains to create jobs and broaden market access. Major investments in irrigation and water harvesting to mitigate climate shocks and enhance access to inputs, training, and market linkages. I urge you to promote these programs, ensure that farmers receive the services they are entitled to, resolve resource-based disputes promptly, and guarantee equitable access to inputs and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, micro, small, and medium enterprises remain the engine of our local economies. Ongoing efforts include the expansion of access to finance platforms such as Hustler Fund, the National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Nyota, and the National Government Affirmative Action Funds, strengthening cooperatives and community enterprises, and advancing county-level industrialization through county aggregation and industrial parks. The minister just recorded that chiefs and assistants and all members of the National Government Administration officers are multi-purpose officers. Your support is for all sectors of government, from health to education to security to all the other sectors that require government support. And I have instructed that any government policy that has been passed by national government or county government, it is our responsibility. It is your responsibility to support all development, whether they are being undertaken by national government or county government, so long as it is for the benefit of the people of Kenya. You owe such policy interventions support. Since the Nyota program was launched, which is now going on around Kenya, our target is to reach 110,000 young entrepreneurs nationally. The program also includes on-the-job experience for 90,000 young people and recognition of prior learning for 20,000 alongside savings and capacity building initiatives to help young people trade with government. And when I say young people, I mean both men and women, and I did specifically single out single mothers to participate in this exercise. Your role is to mobilize beneficiaries, support fair trading environments, eliminate disruptions, promote good governance in cooperatives and SACCOs, and facilitate access to information on government policies and opportunities. At the same time, the government continues to expand digital public services to enhance efficiency and transparency. Over 27,000 services have already been onboarded onto the digital platforms, with further expansion underway, including universal connectivity and the rollout of Jitume labs in all wards. You are expected to adopt digital systems fully, ensure accurate reporting, and support citizens in accessing digital services.
From the day tulianza jukwaa la usalama tarehe 7 mpaka tukamaliza tarehe 2 mwezi wa 10, tarehe 7 mwezi wa 4 mpaka tarehe 2 mwezi wa 10, nimekaa na hawa ma-chiefs na assistant chiefs kwa mikutano 48 kwa Kenya mzima, Your Excellency, kusikiliza mambo yao, na kupitia yale walisema, we briefed you when we finished every meeting in every county, we gave you a brief, Your Excellency, and in every step you have worked with us in the ministry and you have directed us. There are some threats that these chiefs needed to have some training on. One of the problems we have in the country now is gender-based violence and violence and sexual offenses. Our chiefs, they play a very critical role in ensuring that gender-based violence is dealt with across the country, especially defilement of young people. Your Excellency, there is also a very important issue they deal with: drugs and alcohol abuse. Drugs, Your Excellency, is a great threat to our young people. They have made many, many young people to become zombies. But with the help of the chiefs and assistant chiefs, there have been major crackdown across the country, and we agreed on a rapid results initiative with NACADA, and these chiefs have done a fantastic job, but a lot needs to be done, and that's why they required also training to see how we can work together to sort these issues. The third issue, Your Excellency, that is a threat to us is the issue of banditry na mambo ya inahusikana na mambo ya Al-Shabaab na mambo mengine ya threats to our security. These chiefs play a very critical role. In fact, Your Excellency, some of our chiefs were abducted going to their work by all those militants. And Your Excellency, those, we consider them our heroes because they are always in the forefront. Some of the chiefs have been killed, Your Excellency, during these raids, banditry and so forth. And therefore, we appreciate them for standing firm, and we want to make sure that they continue getting the necessary training. Wakati tulipoanza jukwaa la usalama, tarehe 7 mwezi wa 4 mwaka huu, kutoka kaunti ya Mombasa, hatukujua ya kwamba shida ambazo hao ma-chiefs na assistant chiefs ilikuwa ni tele. Ya kushangaza ni kwamba kuna chiefs wako hapa saa hizi wana graduate, Your Excellency. Waliingia kazi 1997. The oldest one in service is 1997, 28 years. Na hajaingia darasa lolote ama training yoyote. Aliingia kazi na akaambiwa endelea, akajaribu bahati. There were some few trainings in between. Na a good number of officers hapa hawakupata hiyo training. The greatest number of the near 6,000 wamekaa for more than 10 to 15 years hapa. A greater percentage of almost 80% hawajawahi kuenda any training anywhere. So Your Excellency, this is historic because training is extremely important. Inahakikisha ya kwamba inawapatia skills ya kumanage ile kazi wamekuwa wakifanya huko mashinani. Our ma-chiefs, Your Excellency, ni multipurpose, na assistant chiefs ni multipurpose officers wa serikali. Wanatumika kwa kazi tofauti nyingi sana. Unajua kwamba walikusaidia kwa registration ya farmers, mambo ya doctors, mambo ya health, working with health promoters. Unajua kwamba hawa ma-chiefs na assistant chiefs wanapambana na pombe na dawa ya kulevya mashinani. Hawa ndio wanasuluhisha shida yenye inawahusu wananchi mashinani. And I want to say without any fear of contradiction, these officers who are before us, Your Excellency, are the most trusted public servants in the entire republic. Your Excellency, hawa ma-chiefs na assistant chiefs pia ningependa kusema wanafanya kazi under very difficult circumstances because under the new constitution there is a new order. And that's why it was important to bring them to training. Ndio elewe mambo ya human rights, mambo ya negotiation, dispute resolution, how mambo ya ku-approach wananchi na kufanya kazi na hawa. Na kwa hivyo, Your Excellency, we want to appreciate you for really making this possible. There is a phenomenon that has grown in the country where, especially perpetuated by political leaders, where people, when they want to go for their meetings, they have to mobilize goons to come to cheer them. They are carrying machetes, rungus, and other things, Your Excellency. These chiefs have had a very rough time managing public events, including funerals. And Your Excellency, from the ministry, we have discussed with the IG that, Your Excellency, in the most important issue we must deal with in the next few months is to make sure that, Your Excellency, we deal with the issue of goons across the country. And I must say this, Your Excellency, this must be done without fear or favor. It must be done indiscriminately. And you know, Your Excellency, our IG and the security sector cannot condone that behavior. And what we saw yesterday in Nairobi cannot be condoned. And I believe that, Your Excellency, you will get results the way you directed the IG yesterday. You will get results to ensure that those who are behind carrying goons to meetings, to paint security sector and to paint these officers in a bad light shall be dealt with, and they will face the law.
There is no doubt about the critical role that the chiefs and the assistants play in our country. They are the frontline government administrative officers and can be found practically everywhere, from the largest to the smallest administrative stations nationwide. From the capital city of Nairobi to Mombasa, from Lokchogio in northwest to Chimoni and Fanga in southeast, and from Moyale in the north to Namanga in the south. Simply put it, chiefs and their assistants are at the face of the government across the country. And this training program will have given them the much needed impetus in their service delivery. As such, today's occasion is a milestone we collectively take great pride in. The National Government Administrative Officers, GAO, who have successfully completed their training here, have been taken through a rich curriculum covering community engagement and communication skills, paralegal and security management competencies, conflict resolution strategies, and an informed understanding of evolving community-level threats. These enhanced skills position them to effectively amplify government programs and messaging while serving as the state's most direct interface with the grassroots communities. Today, we witness intentions transforming into tangible outcomes. I also wish to emphasize that an empowered and well-trained chief and assistant chief is indispensable within the justice sector framework. They are able to deal with local and basic societal issues without the need for formal prosecutorial and judicial processes stepping in, while smartly embracing alternative dispute resolution mechanisms create cohesion within the grassroots populations, while helping to decongest our police cells and the prisons facilities. The world we live in continues to evolve to a rapid pace. Public servants cannot afford to lag behind as the citizens they serve move ahead. This would be untenable. The success of this reduction underscores the undeniable need for sustained and continuous training in order to empower public officers and accelerate service delivery to our people.
Our graduates, I urge you to uphold the value of honor, integrity, and service as you adapt to lead with courage and wisdom. Always remember, you are the face of the government in our communities and the bridge between state and the people. Your Excellency, sir, this cohort stands ready to serve. They are mission ready. We are grateful for your unwavering support, your commitment to professionalizing the public service, empowering frontline officers, and enhancing security has made this transformation possible. With humility and great respect to Your Excellency, as we remember, states and nations today do not only depend on their strength, but on the prosperity of their people.